Hey there, have you ever felt like you're on a never-ending treadmill just trying to pay off your student loans? Or maybe you're just wondering if there's a way to just kind of poof them all away? Well, we may not have the magic, but we do have some exciting news about the Biden administration's new initiative that could be the fairy godmother for your student loan woes. Let's start by breaking down some of the jargon. The IDR account adjustment sounds kind of complicated, right? Well, IDR stands for income-driven repayment. It's a type of student loan repayment plan that factors in your income, marital status, and family size to determine how much you should pay back each year. After 20 or 25 years, if there's still a balance, it's forgiven, poof, gone. But the rules were stricter than a school principal. Now the Biden administration is shaking things up like a can of soda before a prank. They're implementing the IDR account adjustment, which will accelerate student loan forgiveness for many borrowers. Yep, you heard that right. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. This new initiative will give borrowers credit for time that wouldn't have counted under the old rules, such as periods of repayment and some periods of non-repayment like deferment and forbearance. Plus, this credit can be counted towards the Public Service Loan Forgiveness (PSLF) program, which is like the IDR program's cooler, slightly more elusive cousin. And the magic doesn't stop there, but hold on a second. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates on your financial future. Now back to the magic. Let's talk about Parent Plus loans. Parent Plus loans, which were kind of like the black sheep of the loan family, historically ineligible for many relief programs, are now getting some love. So what exactly is the Parent Plus loan? Parent Plus loans are federal loans offered by the Department of Education to parents of dependent undergraduate students to help pay for educational expenses not covered by other financial aid. These loans are directly made to eligible parents whose children are enrolled at least half time at an eligible school. Eligibility for this borrowing option includes not having an adverse credit history. However, exceptions can be made with an endorser or by documenting extenuating circumstances to the Department of Education. The maximum amount one can borrow under the Parent Plus loans program equals the cost of the child's attendance at school minus any other financial aid they receive. Interestingly, repayment on these loans can be deferred while the child is enrolled at least half time and for an additional 6 months after the child graduates, leaves school, or drops below half-time enrollment. But remember, interest keeps piling up during these deferment periods. By the way, isn't it peculiar how we casually use the word child and loan in the same sentence? It's as if children should have loans, but that's for another discussion for another video. Here's a crucial detail. A Parent Plus loan cannot be transferred to the child. The parent borrower holds the sole responsibility for its repayment. Under the new guidelines, Parent Plus loans can now receive credit toward loan forgiveness, potentially saving borrowers a substantial amount of money in the long run. This makes a significant change given these loans were historically left out in the cold when it came to relief programs. And perhaps even better, default periods can be credited toward loan forgiveness too. But here's the catch. You've got to exit default before the start of the fresh start period, which is June 30th of this year. So it's kind of like a get out of jail free card, but you've got to use it before time runs out. The new guidance also mentions that loan consolidation can accelerate your path to loan forgiveness. Now, if you're scratching your head and asking, okay, wait a minute, what is loan consolidation? Don't worry, I've got you covered. Loan consolidation is a process that combines multiple federal student loans into one loan. This means instead of dealing with multiple monthly payments and interest rates, you'll have a single monthly payment with a fixed interest rate that's typically the weighted average of your original loan rates. This can simplify your loan repayment process and potentially make it more manageable. Now let's put this into context with some hypothetical numbers. Let's say you have two loans, loan A at $10,000 with a 20-year repayment term and a 5% interest rate, and loan B, $20,000 with a 20-year repayment term and a 7% interest rate. If you kept these loans separate and didn't consolidate over their respective terms, you'd pay about $12,728 in total for loan A and roughly $33,806 for loan B, that's principal plus interest. That's a combined total of $46,534. Now, if you were to consolidate these loans under the new guidance, you'd receive the maximum loan forgiveness credit based on the longer term loan, in this case, the 20-year one. So you'd be dealing with a consolidated loan of $30,000, that's the sum of loan A and B, with a new interest rate that's a weighted average average of the original rates, let's say 6.33%, and a term of 20 years. With this consolidated loan, you'd pay about $51,972 over the term of the loan. That's principal plus interest. Now, here's the interesting part. With the new loan forgiveness guidance, any remaining balance on your consolidated loan after 20 years would be forgiven. Given that you're repaying the loan over a longer term, you might not have paid off the full amount after 20 years. For example, let's assume that you still owe $10,000 on your consolidated loan after 20 years. Instead of continuing to repay this remaining amount, it's completely forgiven. So in effect, you'd end up paying $41,972. That's the $51,972 minus the $10,000 forgiven, instead of the full $51,972. If we compare this to the total repayment amount for keeping the loans separate, $46,534, you can see a clear benefit. By consolidating the loans and qualifying for loan forgiveness after 20 years, you could save potentially $4,562. That's the $46,534,000 minus the $41,972,000. So while initially it may seem like you're paying more for the consolidated loan, the new loan forgiveness guidance could result in significant savings in the long run. Of course, these numbers are just hypothetical, and your actual savings will depend on your specific loan amounts, interest rates, and repayment behavior. But this should give you kind of a good idea of the potential financial impact of loan consolidation and forgiveness. So in essence, this consolidation and the potential for loan forgiveness can save you some serious bucks in the long run, getting you closer to that sweet, sweet loan forgiveness. Also, as another side note, I should mention that these figures are just for illustrative purposes and don't take into account other factors that could impact repayment, such as the income-driven repayment plans or changes in financial circumstances. For accurate figures and advice tailored to your specific situation, it's best to consult with your financial advisor or student loan expert. Now, here's some more interesting information borrowers need to know. The IDR account adjustment will be implemented automatically for borrowers with government-held federal student loans, including direct federal student loans and some FFEL program loans. If you're holding commercially held FFEL loans or other non-direct loans, you'll need to consolidate those bad boys before December 31st of 2023 to qualify for the relief. The Biden administration is expected to start discharging federal student loans under the adjustment later this year, with the benefits rolling out in full by 2024. In the meantime, it's like a game of chess in Washington, with some lawmakers trying to repeal these new initiatives. But remember, President Biden has his veto pen at the ready, so the game is far from over. So there you pretty much have it, folks. The Biden administration is pulling out all the stops to help you shake off that pesky student loan monkey from your back. This new guidance could be a game changer for millions of borrowers. And I gotta say, this isn't just a small step, it's a giant leap forward for student kind. It's kind of like upgrading from a bicycle to a rocket ship on your journey to loan forgiveness. But remember, while this news is as exciting as finding an extra fry at the bottom of your fast food bag, it's essential to stay informed about the ongoing changes. And that's where we come in. So if you want to stay up to date with all the latest news and turns on this roller coaster ride that is student loan forgiveness, be sure to hit that notification bell after you subscribe to our channel and liked this video. Also, don't forget to leave us a comment and let us know what you think about all of these changes. Are you a borrower who will be affected by this initiative? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. That's all for now. Keep learning, keep striving, and remember, every payment you make is a step closer to freedom from your student loans. Catch you in the next video.